Hi everyone, I'm Georgette and my project is on classic.com. This is me, you can find me on Medium. So this is my agenda. I'm going to go through the company all the way down to the prototype and conclusion. So classic.com is a website for car enthusiasts to search, save and compare classic cars. I did some secondary research and through that I found that the biggest benchmarks were Lamborghini, that Japanese cars had entered the market, so woo, Toyotas, my 1994 is now considered a classic. People not only are purchasing cars, but they also want to know the history of the car, so what it went through and who the previous owners were, and mileage has become very important to them as well. Through my market research, I did a competitive research analysis, and I found that classic cars wasn't doing much filter options, but the other competitors like ClassicCars.com and Motorious was. So I felt that that was an area that I needed to further investigate. Also through the market positioning chart, I felt that they could be more specialized to provide that value. And that's hence the blue ocean. So through my user research, we combined all of our research and we found we had 20 surveys and I did 3 interviews. What I found was important to people were more filters, more quality images, more transparency, and that brand and price was also an important aspect. I did, through my business analysis, a lean UX canvas, which broke down business problems, more information about some solution ideas, business outcomes, and user benefits. Through my observation, I found that the problem statement was Classic Cars was designed to be the #1 classic car search engine on the market. We have observed that the website is not meeting a wide range of valuable information, which is causing users to leave the site. My hypothesis statement was we believe that a detailed filter option for car enthusiasts will achieve a concise search. So through my affinity map, I mapped out the pains and gains, and that brought me to my empathy map and canvas. So I dug deeper into the user, what they were thinking, what they saw, what they heard people say. And then I went to my value proposition canvas, which was a live canvas, which broke down the jobs to be done, more pains and gains, the pain relievers, and gain creators. So that brought me to my tribe. So I came up with Status Steve. So he's someone who purchases vehicles for the status. So he's in his late 50s. He's an entrepreneur and a retired CEO. His frustrations are, missing a bid on a classic car that he really wanted, not having enough transparency, and not really being able to filter down to what he's looking for. Then through his journey map, he's going through the site, and he's finding that he's really not able to search in proximity, in price, and he doesn't care if a car is sold or not. He's really looking for what's for sale. That's where I did the ideation, and I came up with 3 how might we's, but I really wanted to focus on the how might we enhance the search tool by allowing users to filter through irrelevant information. That's where I did some brainstorming as a group, and kind of really wanted to focus on those filters down, all the way down to maybe the color, definitely the make and model, having a list of specs, and having that more transparency so they're able to really understand what they're searching for in the market. Then I used the Moscow method to break down what I felt was a must-have and a should-have, and again, I wanted to focus on the filter option to make sure that people could really filter down to the specific classic car that they were looking for. So my MVP was we believe creating an onboarding filter function will provide a more curated search result for what users are looking for. So through my information architecture, I looked at the site flow right now with the mobile app and the current user flow, which is something that I came up with, which was to search for the classic car, filter by the make and model, the price, location, if it was for sale or sold, even down to if the auction was going to end in the next 24 hours or if you had 3 to 7 days left before the auction was going to end. Through my prototype, I did some research and got people to test it out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with a hamburger menu or if I wanted to go with more of an app look on the mobile site. So I did some more research in relation to that, and I found that companies like Pinterest was using a visual where you had options to click on things that looked like an app, but it was just through the mobile feature. So I decided to go with that. So here is what my mid-fi looks like, and I'll just show you a quick video. Okay, doesn't want to go to full screen. But anyways, you can kind of see it being broken down. So I got some feedback from the shareholders, and they wanted a more Google search feel, so they didn't really want any drop-down menus, so that's something that I took out. But they did like the two-car option for searches. So then I did some usability testing, and I found that there was a 35% misclick rate, and that had to do with my search button. And what I did was I changed it to say next instead of search, so they knew that there was more of a process to go through each step. And here is my atomic design. So it's just a breakdown of my atoms, my molecules, my organisms, and my templates, and my page. And then I went to my final hi-fi, and this is where you click on the search classic cars, you go through the make and model, which is searching for a BMW, so the image changed to a BMW. You can see that there's a next option to go for the price, the next for location and proximity, so I chose Miami, and then we wanted to choose for sale, and then you can save that search, and then it shows you the save search page. Okay. And so I also did some micro interactions. This was just basically like hovering over the the search for cars. And then also I just made my love hearts change color when you hovered over them. So just some micro interactions there. And then I went through my success and failure metrics. So success would be, an increase in active users on the site, an increase in classic car searches, which is through the onboarding process, an increase in account signups, and being one of the market leaders. So currently, they're not the top market leaders currently, so that would be a big success for them. Failures would be, if people spent less than 2 minutes on the site, which is currently happening based on the market analytics that they gave us access to. A lot of bounce rates, a decrease in those active users, no one referring them, so no one really, talking about them, and account deletions. And that's everything. Thank you.